These are my 3 favorite Mag 7 companies right now that I believe will outperform the S&P 500. Now, number 1 is Amazon. Obviously, Amazon was pretty much flat year to date until recently, about a month ago. They really picked up when they got an OpenAI deal with their AWS, and then they had Q3 earnings. They had 20% growth in the AWS. And out of all the Mag 7 companies, Amazon got hit hardest during the April tariff crash. They also struggled with H-1B visas. They really struggled in the past year, but I think now is really their time where they're picking up. As seen, I think they're also due for a very strong Q4. Q4 is also the strongest quarter for their e-commerce side of their business model. And of course, their AWS is continuously growing. And number 2 is going to be Google. Now, a federal judge literally said that Google has a monopoly on the search engine business. And it's really true. When you look at Google, they have absolutely no competition. And what's good about Google is that their expenses are so low. Their business model is literally as effortless as it gets. Google just had their first ever $100 billion revenue quarter. And if you look at their YouTube ads, Google ads, even search engines, every single part of their business model is continuously growing. And of course, number 3 is going to be NVIDIA. NVIDIA is quite literally the backbone of the AI sector. And with a conservative projection of about $500 billion worth being spent in the AI sector next year, I think NVIDIA will easily capitalize on this. And one of NVIDIA's big things is their GPUs. And recently, their demand for their GPUs and CUDA platforms has been absolutely out of the roof. And that is because of all these new hyperscalers. All these hyperscalers and AI infrastructure have an insane demand for these GPUs because they need them for their cloud computing. I'd also like to mention that NVIDIA has a deal or partnership with just about every single company in the alphabet. I believe it was just last week when NVIDIA had a conference where they announced about 10 new companies they were partnering up with. I mean, Eli Lilly, Palantir, Joby Aviation, Nokia, T-Mobile. I'm sure I'm missing a plentiful amount. And as the honorable mention, it will be Meta. Now, Meta is currently on a crazy dip right now. They're about down 20%. And yes, Meta could keep falling, but I do think they will have a recovery. It's just a little uncertain around Mr. Mark Zuckerberg. AI spending was out of the wazoo last quarter. And obviously that $16 billion tax charge really messed up their net income last quarter and it triggered a huge sell-off. So Meta gets honorable mention. And if you guys want to see daily stock videos, drop me a follow. Also, if you're interested, I got my free Discord community linked in the bio if you want to learn more. And of course, as always, guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own market research and due diligence on these companies. I'm not telling you to buy these. I make these videos for educational and entertainment purposes only.